Hello everyone. Good evening. Welcome to today's session. I'm Suprita. I'm your learner success manager for today's session. So before we begin with the session, please give me a quick confirmation. Is my voice is loud? Clear? Please the chat box. Sir, please let me know if you can hear me loud and clear.
Hi, Subhita ma'am. Very good evening. I can hear you, ma'am.
Thank you for the confirmation, sir. We can also hear you clearly, sir.
Sure, sure. Thank you, ma'am. Hi, team. Uh, uh, very good evening. So we are at 8 right now. Guys, let's wait 10-15 minutes so that others can join. Then we'll quickly get started with the session. We are at just 15. Let's wait 2 3 more minutes, guys, so that others can join. Till the time others join, can anyone tell me what we have covered in our last classes? What are the tools? A quick recap, guys. What all we have covered? Anyone? What all we have covered in our last classes, guys? What are the tools? Anyone? There are four tools, right, that we have covered. Can anyone tell me what are the tools that we have covered? What all tools? What happened? So silence today. Okay, we are at 17. Okay. Not remembering right now. Okay. So can anyone tell me what? Okay. Okay. Yeah, others like Shape XR, all these tools that we have covered. Can anyone remember what are the tools that we have covered? Anyone? Okay. Okay. Spline. Perfect, Pushpa. What are the rest three? What are the rest three that we have covered? Shape XR. Perfect. Perfect. Right, Nikita. Rest two. What all we have covered? Shape XR, spline. Pushpa. Unite AR. Perfect. And one more is remaining. Just one more. One more. Perfect. Draft XR. So okay. So what was the last tool that we have covered at the very last of last class? That is on Saturday, Sunday. What was that tool? Can anyone tell me? What is the tool name? What was the last tool that we have covered? Quick one, guys. The last class on Saturday. Okay. Draft XR, right? Remember? You guys got it? Draft XR, right? Yes. Draft XR, correct? Mm-hmm. Anyone remember Draft XR? What all we have covered? Can anyone tell me, Pushpa, you remember Draft XR? Ria, Priyank, anyone? Guys, related to this tool, you need to complete the course and assignment. Arjun, Kushbu, Hilda, Srinivas, Bharat. Anyone remember Draft XR? Mm-hmm. Anyone? What all we have covered? Am I audible? Please give me a okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, perfect. No worries, no worries. So what today we will do is, as today is the last class of this module, module 7 AR VR. So what we are going to do is, let's have a draft XR demo once again. I still remember Pushpa had some doubt related to how it works and all this stuff. Okay, so let's have a we today we have time, so let's have a quick demo of that one. Draft XR first, then we'll jump into the content, the class 4 of this one. Already I have updated all this thing in the Figma slides. You can check this after the class, and at the end we'll go ahead with our course and assignment, what you need to do, how you need to do. Okay, sounds cool. No worries, Nikita, that's fine. Sounds cool. You are all with me? Give me a quick confirmation, then we'll quickly get started. No worries, Ria. i'll I'll cover it today. Okay, guys, give me a quick confirmation. Pushpa, perfect. Others, you all are with me, right, guys? Perfect. So, with that note, let's get started, huh? So, yeah, in last class, we had one doubt. Okay, like whether through free account we can do it or not. So, what you need to do in Draft XR is that you need to delete the old account. Okay, so uh, in the old project, so basically whenever you are creating anything using Draft XR and you have given a name, okay, so at that time what you need to do is, for creating a new public thing, you need to delete the first one, otherwise you won't be able to create another VR, another environment for that. Okay, Samruddhi, you are there in the call. One second. I think you only showed, right? You were there in the screen. One second, Samriddhi is today. Samriddhi, you are there in today's class? No, I don't think so. No worries. So you can listen the recording, Samriddhi, again. No worries. So let me go ahead with this one. Okay. So for draft XR to get executed, what you need to do is, I'll tell you that also. Let's suppose I've taken any one second. Okay. Okay. So think in that situation, like you need to create a virtual environment using Draft XR. Okay. So first, let's find out some figures. Okay. 2D image of Pikachu. Okay. And let's say 3D image of Hulk. Okay. So now what we will do is, let's first create. Okay, so you see like this person. So first thing first. So here what you will do is, whenever you are creating any frame, that should be 1920, right? So go here in presentation. Okay, so first when you click on the frame, it will open, right? You all know. Click here, go to presentation, and this is the first slide. Okay, so in the same manner games and all is being developed. Okay, so I'll write slide 1, and from here create another slide. Okay, and from here create another slide. Okay, like this. Now, so these are the 3 slides. Okay, that is with me. Now In the first one, let's see. Okay. This is good. Okay. Now let's have Hulk also. Hmm. I'll go. I'll paste. Okay. And got some message. 1 second. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure. I'll confirm. I'll share screen. 1 second, guys. Just 1 second. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sure. Just 1 second. Okay. Now is it visible to everyone? Now is it visible to everyone? Please confirm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll start again. I'll start again. No worries. No worries. I'll start again. Start again. 1 second. Yes, I'll start from beginning. No worries. So, so you can see my screen. So what I have done till now is uh, you need to go to Figma. Okay. And here, so you need to take any design file. Okay, the way you used to take. Okay, that's it. So once you have taken design file, you landed here. Here you need to click on frame and you need to take presentation mode, that is 1920 1080. Okay, so here what I have done is, let me delete it. I have taken 3 slides. Okay, so here if you see, this is 1920 1080, 1920 1080, and 1920 1080. Okay, these 3 frames I have taken. Okay, I missed the screen sharing, guys. So right now, till now it is clear, everyone. All are with me from starting. Yes, sir. Pushpa, you are getting it right. Okay, perfect. So yeah, perfect. So be with me for any doubt. For any doubt, let me know quickly. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, guys. Okay, no worries. So we have taken. No, Pushpa, you need to take a frame of 1920 cross 1080. Is it clear? It's clear to everyone? 1920 cross 1080. Okay, perfect. Pushpa, it's clear? Yes, it is standard. It is standard, Pushpa. Okay. So if you go here, as I shown, go here. So you have many frames. So iPhone, you have all this frame. Tablet, you have all this frame. In the same way, in presentation, you have two frames. 16 is to 9, that is 1920 cross 1080. Okay, clear? Okay, it's clear? Okay, perfect. Now I have taken, so let me delete this. Here I have taken three frames and I'm putting the images. Now, first, this is the first thing. Second thing is that whenever you are creating this, every slide should have at least one layer. Okay, so here you see I have taken here one layer. Okay, I'll create buttons also so that I can create a prototype. And let's see, third, what you wanted to take third? Anything? Anyone? What should be the third image? Anyone? What do you wanted to take? Third image? Some creative? Quickly, guys, tell me. What do you wanted third image? Any random guesses? Iron Man. Okay. Let's say Iron Man. Okay. I'll take the Iron Man. Okay. And here I'll go here, and here at this place I'll quickly select this and paste. Okay. No worries. Okay. Now here what we will do is here we will create one button. Let's create one button. Okay. Control C. Go here and select. I'll go here and add this situation. What we will do is, let's see, we will write view hull. Go here, okay, and here I can see all the things, right? So I'll go choose this, control command G, and button. Okay, now control C, and I'll go here, and here at this position I'll select this. First I'll delete this. Let me hide this, guys. Okay, and from here this is okay. We'll go down and I'll choose some. Okay, this is okay. Now I'll go here and choose this one, and I'll go here and do this one. Okay, now control C, shift control R, shift control R. Okay, okay, in the same way you can basically design few slides which you wanted to. You all know this, right? In the same way you can design this. Let's change the color of button so that you can easily recognize. So first one, let's take yellow, right? It's yellow. Second one, let's take this color. Go down, let's take this color. Okay, and third one, fill. Okay, created the environment which I wanted to showcase. Till now, is it clear to everyone? Okay. So Spider-Man, Doraemon. Okay, I've taken Iron Man. Okay, no worries. You can try with your favorite cartoon character. Okay. It is clear? Others? Till now it is clear? Everyone? Perfect. Now, let's do prototyping. Okay. So this is slide one. If I come here, I can see this is the slide one. Okay. This is slide two and this is slide three. Simple. Okay. Now, to prototype, what I'll do, I'll click here. I'll go to prototype here. And from here, I link to this one. From here, I link to this one. And from here, I link to this one. Okay. Now, so if I go and check in prototype, then I can see a simple linking here. So here with prototype, you can simply see the linking here. Okay, a simple one. Now let me go to design, and from here till now it is clear. I think now click on here. Okay, draft XR. Who is not having draft XR as a plugin, what they can do is they can go to plugins and widgets, type draft XR, run and insert. Okay, now I have, so I'll open. So one more thing, before entering before entering, what you also need to do is you need to choose a starting point. Okay, let me close this. So I'll go here. Let's choose the Pikachu as a starting point. Click here and here flow starting point. In the web and mobile, you also need to start the starting point. For example, in mobile application, it could be splash screen. Okay. Now this is the starting point, and how you will recognize it? Click here, go here. You will see this home flow one. Okay. Now, now we have chosen the this thing starting point. I'll go and click on draft XR. Okay. I sign in with Google. Let's see. It should work. I'll copy, Control V, register. Successful. I'll see any draft is already there. Click it, delete it. Otherwise, it will not allow you to publish. Okay. Now see, I have no selected here. Okay. Before going ahead, till now it is clear. Everyone, any doubts? It's clear, I suppose, right? Pushpa, it is clear? Okay. So basically, with a free Google account, you can only create one draft XR. Okay. One. If you have already one, you won't be able to go ahead and create a new draft. Means you can create, but you won't be able to publish the draft. So you need to delete the draft. To delete it, click here, select a draft, and then delete a draft. Got Pushpa? It's clear? I think this is clear to everyone. This was the issue last time. We were unable to publish it. Perfect. Others also. So if you create one draft, it will not allow you to create another draft with that Google account. So it was an issue earlier. Now what you need to do is, let's suppose you are creating something else. Okay. So you need to delete the first one. Is it clear to everyone? You need to complete the, yes, 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 perfect. Now, so you need to complete the same assignment also, guys. Huh? That's why I'm going in so detail. Now, click on new draft. Okay, right. VR project. Here, once you have written, don't click on private, click on public so that everyone can see. Now it should create a draft for me. You see, it's created, right? VR project, live refresh here. I'll click on view browser. Okay, you see. Here you can see this red dot. Can you see this red dot? This dot. Now this is an environment. So go here where you have a moment you click it, it changes to, okay. I'll show you that. So you here now that thing, click here, it should change to if I click on Pikachu, it changes to Pikachu. This is how basically all gaming thing you can see. So wherever you have clicked hotspot, you need to basically take it, take it there. So you must have seen in the games and all, there's a point they go there, so it takes that. This is there. This is how you in draft XR you create. You see now it's in 3D environment. You see like this. It's a 3D environment. And here I go here, I click, it changes to all the things what I want in any angle. So let's suppose I wanted to create here and made a button here. I can select buttons. Let's suppose in games and all. You can go click there and it will take. So this basically you can enhance the thing. Our website and you wanted to show the users. So what you can do, you can have a image and here you can have all the accessories. So let's suppose interior or let's suppose sheets. You can have another options like you can show the user. Okay, this is how basic. You can take or this, it will look like a real one. So by that in 3D, the way I'm here and you can. So if I remove the, let me trace. So here you can take a PNG image and here you will see like only Pikachu is coming here. Okay, this is what, guys. Is it clear now? Okay, one second. My voice is breaking. Is it clear? One second, one second. Still my voice is breaking, guys. Give me a quick confirmation. No worries. I'll repeat again. Is it clear now? No worries, no worries. I'll again repeat. It is clear now. First, give me a quick confirmation. Voice is clear to everyone. Ria says yes. Others, quickly give me a confirmation. Is it clear? Perfect. Now, no worries. No worries. Let me. So, till now, I have created all these things. Okay. Is it clear to everyone? Till this point, we all are clear. Correct? Let me unmute you, Pushpa. 1 second. One second. I'll unmute Priyank also and Pushpa also. No worries. Pushpa. Yeah,
Hello.
Pushpa, you are there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 1 second.
So I was just asking that, sir, if any one person can be unmuted for the whole session because we are facing issues and
No, it was just an glitch over there. I saw the internet and now I think it is clear. Okay, Pushpa?
okay,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, no worries.
Because when
No,
we are
anytime you can raise the hand. I'll get notified quickly.
okay,
Okay.
because we were raising the hand before also, but I think you did not notice.
Sometimes it happens with the net and all. I don't know, like since morning it is happening. Sometimes it happens.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
No worries in
So
that one.
can you
If you
repeat
face
this
any issue,
again?
let me know. Okay. I'll repeat that area.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Thanks, Pushpa. Let me unmute Priyank. Where is Priyank? Unable to unmute Priyank. Priyank, any doubt? All clear? Okay. Perfect. So till here, you all are clear, right? Okay. Now, so from here, what you need to do is, let me close this. Let me go here. Click on here. Click on draft XR. Okay. Now, as I told, you need to delete the earlier project. Otherwise, you won't be able to basically create a new one. Click this. Delete this. I have deleted. Okay. Now, nothing is here. I think this point is also clear to everyone. Guys, give me a quick confirmation again. No worries, it is important. Yes, sir. Okay. Ria, voice is also clear. It's audible, not breaking. Perfect. Perfect. Now, yes, thanks everyone. Now, click on new draft and I'll name project VR project. Okay. Click on create public draft. Hmm. Okay. Again, it's saying same thing. Let me delete this and try again. VR project. Create. Okay. No worries. No worries. No worries at all. So Let me come here, and here okay, let me log out. I'll sign in with Google. Okay, and let me try this time this one. Let's see. I'll copy this, go here, and I'll paste it here. Register. Okay, nothing is there. I'll click on new draft, VR project, and click on create public draft. It should create. If you have another older project and it is not allowing you, try to delete that. Okay, now it is there with me. Okay, VR project here. Click on Vim browser. Okay, now I can see all things. So now here you can see. Okay, this red dot is there. I'll show you this. Okay, so this red dot should at the clickable area, your hotspot. Now click, you can see the in the things can be done with the help of some other car models and all this thing. Okay, so here what you can do, instead of, as I've taken a image, right, having a background, so if you remove the background, it feels like Pikachu is in the real environment. Okay, so here what you can do, it can be used at various places. For example, like cars and all this stuff, you can show the car. You can have multiple images of different things like accessories and small image, and like view accessories, view car interior, view sunroof, and all this thing. Okay, on click of that particular hotspot, you can show different things. Even in the gamings and all these things, the same thing happens, guys. Okay, so let's suppose player wanted to change the weapon. Okay, so he is in that environment, and we can go ahead and we can allow user through hotspot to change the weapon. Okay, so users click means player click and quickly changes the weapon and all. Okay, so this is how basically with the help of draft XR you can create an environment, you can make a clickable hotspot, and you can have a switch. Okay, the way I'm switching here. Okay, from view Hulk, okay, view Iron Man, view Pikachu, I can simply switch and I can see that in the 3D environment. Now you see just in the 3D environment. Okay, like this. Okay, so let's suppose this beach is not okay, as I taken a beach. So if beach is not there, you feel like it is real, right? And here if you click, then you feel like wow, something happening, something is interacting in the real. Okay, and here if you see this thing, so here you can like this is something good, which is really cool. And through this one, here you see okay, and I can go here, I can show you guys, and here the hotspot is there. Simply click on this hotspot and you will be able to, okay, got the idea? Yes, so basically here you need to create the hotspots. Okay, so if through clicks you are doing it, it will work. Through a scroll, if you are doing it, it should work. Through micro interactions also, it should work, guys. Okay, no issues in that. You just need to try that. You just need to try that. So whatever the interactions are there, just need to try that. Mostly all the interaction will be working in all the AI and VR environments. Okay, Nikita? If you face any issue, anything, just let me know. Perfect. Yeah. So try once, okay? Like the scrolling and all this thing, whether it should working or not. With all the hotspot interactions, whether it is linking, going somewhere, even try that auto delay, okay? Like time delay. Try that also, whether it is working or not, okay? For any your let me know your observations on this. But mostly on click, it is working fine, and you will be able to use it. This is clear to everyone. First, tell me any questions. We'll first complete that and then we'll jump to the session, means content. Is it clear to everyone? Perfect. Now it's on click. Yes, Pushpa. And Pushpa, you are clear, right? With all the doubts that you have earlier in the last class. Perfect. Thanks, Pushpa. Others? Ria says yes. Nikita, all clear? Bharat? Priyank? Nikita says yes. Priyank says yes. Kusku says yes. Perfect. Perfect. Thanks. Thanks. So, shall we move to the content, guys? There are few concepts that you need to understand. Okay. Before jumping to, yeah, sure. Before jumping to the course and assignment. So, let's jump to content. I'll try to finish a few minutes before so that we can discuss about the assignments. Okay. With that note, let's start content. So four tools, guys: Spline, Unite AR, Draft XR, or and Shape XR. Okay. Okay. So a quick recap, guys. So as you know, we have basically covered all these four tools and the concepts related to HCI, human computer interactions, augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, and extended reality. Okay, virtual reality cut off from the real world. You are in some other virtual world. Augmented reality, virtual object in the real world. Mixed reality, you are doing interactions with the virtual object in the real world. And extended reality is the combination of all this where extended reality lies in the center. Okay, with that recap, so we have covered spine, draft XR, learned about Eco 3D, and AR and all stuff. Okay, let me go ahead and put this in presentation mode. So, so guys, have you tried VR, that headset in some malls or in some theaters and all? Anyone with some gamings and all? There are certain games also related to that one. Have you tried that? Anyone? If yes, how was your experience? No, okay. Try prank. It's really fun. Try. You will understand like how technologies are emerging. Yeah, sure. In malls and all. Perfect, perfect. Like nowadays, the parks and all, okay, you must have seen, you can use that VR headset and you can have a live feeling, like you can see that, okay? So that is it. Try this one, really, really interesting, guys. Now, by end of the lesson, what you will understand. So today we are going to understand about the success rate, time on task, error rate. Okay, we'll also think about the integration matrices, accessibility in AI and VR environments, and also the frame rate, latency, and all this stuff. Okay, with that note, let's get started with the UX evaluation. Now, so as you know, right, UX evaluation actually ensures like the environment that you are creating is effective, right? So unless and until we don't have that evaluation, like all the parameters, all the standards are at their best, we can't think of having an immersive experience effective which meets the user expectations. Okay, so what should be there? First, purpose; second, focus area; and third, outcome, right? So first and foremost, we should focus on aligning the experience with user need. So whatever user is there, for example, as I told just now, if you are entering inside a park, okay, so there what happens is you should, you will be interesting in knowing different stuffs. Okay, so we should be knowing what exactly user need is, what exactly user expectation is. So first and foremost is understanding the purpose. Then focus area, like how the user will interact, what will be the accessibility, whether they will be used, they will be using it or not, whether they will be use it or not. Okay, and once that is there, will enhance the satisfaction, right? Will promote so that wider audience can adopt it. So that is there. Okay, now what is the importance basically? So the importance is first, here it ensures like these technologies are basically functional and engaging. If that is not there, then it is an issue, correct? So first thing is we need to maintain that. Means if let's suppose I'm in a mall, okay, and there I got one place where I can experience VR. Okay, so I'll put my headset, I'll sit on a chair, and it's give me a movement also, and I can experience the entire thing. Let's suppose I'm in a roller coaster. Okay, so at that time, let's suppose I've entered. So there should not be any hindrance. There should not be any disruption. Otherwise, it creates a bad user experience. Okay, so the maintenance of that aura or that environment is crucial. Second is safety, correct? Like there should not be motion sickness or something like this. There should not, it should not feel discomfort. Otherwise, I'll not be able to effectively use it. Okay, so testing is very important in terms of safety, and obviously it should give a business value, means something through which we are basically able to gauge, right? We can understand about, we can think of user retention. Okay, where we should feel like, hey, whether it is driving a business value or not. So people may come for fun, people may come for certain experiences and all these things. So we should basically think of having a way by which we can drive in terms of business also. Okay, then and only it is an important aspect. Now, what are the key metrics? First is usability, means whether it is usable, like we'll check on task success rate, like out of 100, what was the success rate? It should come with, it should be get completed within that time. Okay, we'll find the error rate. Immersion, okay, so here comes present score, like how much like user was engaged. Sense of realism, it should not like totally fake. Okay, and till how much time user was focused, all this thing comes under immersion. Then the frame rate, like through which user basically feels it is real. Okay, so how the performance, overall performance was there of that entire environment. Okay, then simulator sickness questionnaire, physical fatigue levels, all these things like reports, like total comfort, whether user was comfortably placed over there, whether there is some issue or not, all these things. Then engagement, where we'll talk about the total duration, whether the retention rate is there. Okay, accessibility as per WCAG will cover this in today's class itself, like all the standards, and at the end, like integration, whether everything is clear or not, everything was accurate or not. Okay, all these things is there in the key metrics. Let's understand each one by one. So first is task success rate. As you know, same like web, same like application, here also task success rate comes into picture. Okay, so what it does basically, it basically measures how many users successfully place a virtual sofa in their desired spot. Okay, for example, you have created something, some environment where before buying a physical sofa, user wanted to see whether it will be fit at my dining area or not. Okay, whether it will be going good at this place or not. Okay, so we'll see here in task success rate, like basically how many users successfully place that virtual sofa. Okay, then time on task means tracking the time. What was the time taken by the user to complete that specific action? Okay, how long, whether it was difficult or not, all these things. And error rate will just monitor the error, like whether accidentally they place the sofa or not, or it was purposefully, whether whatever user wants it was actually done or not. Okay, so that basically also very important in terms of key metrics. Now, if you see task success rate, time on task, and error rate, so how you can do it? So something, for example, instructions. Okay, so whenever uh, you are creating something, then there should be a proper instruction, like use a free AR app such as IKEA Place and House. Okay, so attempt to place virtual furniture in your living room, something like this. Okay, then the entire thing, like where we talk about the task success rate, how long it took, any meetings it should record. Okay, and what should be there, like the observation report, the challenges the user faced, whatever the issue, whether he was perfectly placing the things here or not. For example, here you see he tries to place this sofa here. Okay, so getting to know about task success rate means how many user actually completed that, what was the time. Let's suppose user completed it but the time was not sufficient, means for example, I thought it should get done in 30 seconds, but if user is taking more than 30 seconds, then it is something needs to reduce. Then error rate, what was the error they encountered, all this stuff. Okay, so with simple like sample record or with some document, what you can do is you can basically complete the entire thing. You can observe the user, you can take participations on that one, and based upon that one, what you can do is you can enhance it, guys. Okay, now this was totally related to usability. Now, immersion. So, as we studied earlier, immersion means presence. So, immersion is how deeply you are involved, how, like, whether you completely forgotten the real world or not. Okay, so here what is important, presence score, like whether user feels like they are walking through a rainforest or not. So we'll see, we'll track. And what was the sense of realism, like for example, they should feel like it's real. It should not something they feel like, oh, something is going on like a movie and all this stuff. So there should be a sense of realism. And obviously we'll track the user focus time. Okay, how long user spends exploring all this thing. So it basically the thing is we need to create a virtual interest. Okay, so users should feel like, hey, it is a rainforest and I'm actually doing that. So if you get a chance, so I have done multiple times, so if you get a chance, just experience it. And the way you are involved in that one, by that one you can gauge, okay, this is cool. Okay, now third is performance. Performance is like how smoothly, for example, if frame rate is very low, then you won't be able to feel it real. Correct, you feel like, hey, something is going on, I'm not feeling like a real. So frame rate is uh, equally important. Then latency means if I'm interacting, for example, as you know, that mixed reality. So if I'm interacting, so it should give an immediate response. There should not be some latency. There should not be some delays. And at the end, like how often the entire system crashes. Okay, so we'll track the app stability when user load multiple things. Let's suppose user got engaged in multiple things at a time, so whether that particular environment crashes or not, whether that particular thing is crashes or not. Okay, we need to think of all these things here. Okay, so just a theory, guys. So where we need to understand, okay, first let's complete the comfort, then we'll go to a summary. So comfort means, again, like I should not feel motion sickness, I should not feel some, I know, some dizziness or something like this. There should not be any physical fatigue, there should not be any mixed thing related to the body basically. Okay, there should not be motion sickness, no physical fatigue. Let's suppose you are you put the VR headset and you are exploring virtual reality of, let's suppose, Janeshwar, and you are sitting on a sofa, okay, or maybe a chair, and it is moving and you are exploring. If it is moving more or something uneasy, okay, then you will feel like, hey, I'm not very comfortable here, I'm not very concentrated over here. All this thing will come into place. So the comfort is very important. Okay, with realism you need to give the comfort. Then engagement means how often users return to the app. Means here we'll measure user return to complete the entire session. Okay, the total duration, we'll track the duration, whether it is short or long. If it is long, means user was engaging, like you to multiple stuffs. User was totally engaged in that one. So that duration also comes into picture. And also yeah, we will try to find out the promoter score, right? Whether they are going to recommend this or not. So through this one will basically engage. Okay, and at the last we'll have accessibility. So we have WCAG things will cover in detail. So here we basically, for different demographics, as WCAG comes into picture, so we need to think like whether screen readers, audio descriptions for visually impaired persons are there or not. Okay, like we can adjust the font, contrast, themes, all this, so that we can make it compatible with multiple users. Okay, so in short, guys, basically what happens is, first, whatever the things you are creating, like maybe augmented reality or virtual reality, like whether user was able to complete that task or not. If yes, on time or not. If not, then what was the error rate? Suppose that if completed on time and also able to complete, then we'll see whether user was totally involved in that one, whether they feel it real or like okay, or uh, and what was the like till how much time they were focused. So it gives a feeling that, hey, it is good and we are in a right direction. Then we'll also see like, okay, they are able to complete the task on time also, and they spend a long time also, but whether they whether the performance of the entire environment was correct or not, like how the overall smoothness was there, if they're interacting with multiple things, whether there was some latency or not. Okay, and if some at some time they feel like stuck, like it crashes or not, or everything was fine. Whether you are actually comfortable while using it or not, your sitting position, your interacting positions, and at the end, like uh, how soon, like how often basically users use it, like for long, whether it was for long or not, the entire duration. And we'll talk through surveys and all, we'll try to find out the promoter score. And at the end, what also we'll cover is that, like, it should be compatible to different demographics. Like for weak eyes, like there should be a way by which we can increase the font size, change the theme. Okay, like there should be a screen reader, audio recorders, all these things should be there, guys. Okay, so if we evaluate the AR and VR on these parameters, then it will be a success, and we'll be able to consider like this is a good environment to go on. Okay, now here, as you see, web content accessibility guidelines, very important. So before going to WCAG, evaluation matrices are clear, not very rocket science, simple theory. Like, is it clear? Time, like on time, they should complete. Okay, they are able to complete. If yes, everything goes smooth with comfort, and also they can recommend this, and it should be for different demographics. A simple summary, guys. Is it clear? Yes. So basically, the way it is being associated, for example, uh, it is an adjustment. For example, like if you are sitting in a chair and enjoying a roller coaster, okay, so the way that is designed here inside the virtual environment, it should not give that bend to the user so that user feel discomfort. Okay, so the entire thing should design in a way so that it get adapted to different demographics, to all the users. Okay, like to multiple users I can see. So at the time of designing those virtual environment, that should be taken care, where we should not give so much of jerk or so much of motion to the user so that user feel like discomfort. Or for example, if you are in a park where someone is demonstrating multiple dinosaurs, okay, so at that time, the way it is presenting to you or the sound that is coming, it should not so loud or it should not so vibrant so that people started feeling how to say uh, problematic. They should not feel like discomfortable. Okay, they should be engaging. So the entire thing, whether it is motion, whether it should be any sound effects, whether it is anything related to that virtual environment, it should user friendly. It should not give discomfort to the user while using it. Okay, Pushpa, I think it is clear. uh, okay, perfect. Now, guys, very important, WCAG, Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. In AR and VR, focus on accessibility. We all know it is for accessibility guidelines. So it basically ensures what? It basically ensures like how you disable users will be using it. Okay, so as you know, WCAG was initially developed for web and mobile content. So its principle can be adapted to AR and VR also, right? Because let's suppose person with disabilities wanted to use it, how they are going to use. So WCAG adaptation in these environments confirms that person with disabilities can also use it. Okay. Now, what are the WCAG core principles? So, first is perceivable, second is operable, third is understandable, fourth is robust. Okay, So perceivable means user can perceive it, okay, including the users having sensory disabilities. User can operate it regardless of any physical or sensory abilities. For example, if you must have seen buttons in the lift, it is mostly placed at the bottom so that height doesn't matter. A person with shorter height can also operate it. Understandable means whatever the information, whatever the operations is there, it is easy to understand, and also it should robust with current and future technologies. So these are the core principles. So now here there are few challenges also with WCAG in AR and VR. Okay, so what are those challenges? First, environmental adaptations, multimodal support, and virtual object interactions. Okay, now let's take this one by one. So, as you see, interaction with virtual objects, how you can design environmental adaptations, and how it should support multimodal, we'll see that. Okay, first, interaction with virtual objects. So, for example, we should implement voice command, okay, and text for 3D objects. So what it will do, it will basically ensure that objects are navigable through screen readers or motion controls, right? As you know, through motion I can control it. We should also design environmental adaptations. Okay, so there should be an option through which we can customize the virtual space. Okay, for example, resizing the objects, changing the color, fonts, all these things. So it will ensure that for any person, okay, maybe he is physically challenged or maybe having something else, they can use it. And also it should provide multimodal support, means like themes, colors, sounds, as you told, right? So sometimes what happens, Pushpa, is also like people have issues with sound levels. Okay, so there should be a way by which we can adjust it through adjustable setting. Okay, so what it does is it basically offers a low stimulation mode to reduce motion sickness and overstimulating visuals, right? So we should have a setting, we should have a spot. Okay, we should design the entire thing in a way by which it should get adapted to all kind of people, like people with some physical disabilities, or if people want less motion, or if people want more brightness, less sound effect. So children might get hurt, they might get scared. Okay, so there should be a adjustable setting by which we can actually adjust all these things. Okay, so these are basically, guys, few challenges. Now there are few key metrics related to AR. Okay, so first is alignment accuracy. Second is tracking the stability, and like how the clarity is there. Okay, first, what is alignment accuracy? So here basically what happens is it basically tracks how accurately virtual objects are aligned in real world spaces. For example, if you don't feel like Pikachu is there in the park with your mobile phone, you won't feel like engaged with one. Okay, so it basically ensures that Pikachu is perfectly aligned. It is actually in the real world floor without floating or like having bad balance. Okay, so it should feel like alignment is correct. Then stability. So here, like, we will basically ensure whatever the virtual object is there, they remain stationary. Okay, even user moves their device, they remain stationary. For example, I see like Pikachu is standing or running, and if I shaked, then also it should follow the same thing. And at the end, overlay clarity means like whatever the text, images, or dimensions that is there, okay, they are legible. So what it does is basically it ensures like it is readable, it is doable, it is operable. So everything should have a proper clarity. For example, here you see in IKEA, what things can be done is instruction we can give user, like use an AR app that places virtual object. Okay, for example, test object placement in different areas like a carpet or table. Okay, the same sofa thing. So here will record like whether object was aligned, okay, stays stable when you move the phone, or whatever the text or something is coming, you can actually use it. Okay, it is operable. So we'll see properly I am doing it or not, like alignment and all this thing, it is not shaking and all this thing, the sofa and all. Okay, or let's suppose in Pikachu Go, right? So there whether Pikachu is stand still, like it's not getting disbalance and all this stuff. And also like whenever you shakes the phone or something, there is a proper rhythm, and whatever the instruction that is coming, okay, you can easily operate it. Okay, so with this one, what happens is you will be able to create a better augmented reality. Okay, so here you see alignment, accuracy, tracking, stability, and overlay clarity. So alignment, like the virtual sofa or Pikachu, whatever it is, okay, what it can be like, what it should be there, like there should be a proper alignment. Okay, and we'll observe that whether app was struggling or not, okay, whether it was an misalignment or not. And through tracking stability, like if you shakes the phone also, okay, but so far remains stable, Pikachu was actually doing the same movement. Okay, so here we will track like how the system was responsive or not. Okay, so we'll see like whether it is needed improvement or make it more fast or less slow. So we'll track the stability and at the end clarity, like whatever the text, whatever is the thing is coming on, it is readable, I can see, okay, I can operate it. So whatever the things needed at there, maybe poor lighting or maybe some inconsistencies there, we can actually track it, we can actually make it better. Okay, so these are the few AR things like where you need to think of whether it is feel like real, some alignment issue is not there. Okay, if I am having some something at my head, like for example I shakes the phone or something, okay, then also that same environment goes on, and at the end whatever the instruction that is coming, okay, that should be operable, readable, can be controllable. Okay, till now, is it clear? Just a theory, guys, to understand. Is it clear to everyone? I hope it is clear to everyone. Perfect says yes, says Priyank. Pushpa is clear. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now, guys, let's have a quick check. So you are tasked with designing a VR app for an online fitness program. VR app. Okay. After a week, you notice a drop in the number of returning users. Which metric should you evaluate to address the issue? Okay. Means there's a drop. First, time spent on the app, retention rate, system latency, flow state indicators. Means drop in the users who were returning. Okay, so once user is basically using it, they are not returning it. Okay, so what metric will you check here? A, B, C, D. Perfect. Khushbu says B, Ria says B. Others, quick one. This is just a common question, guys. Yeah, so okay, so the people, the user who uses our application for the first time, okay, they should return. Okay, so whether we are retaining the user or not, okay, retaining means we are retaining the existing user or not, means retention rate. Okay, pretty simple, guys. Yes, the correct answer is B, retention rate. So here, because the issue mentions a drop in the returning issue users, So most important metric to evaluate is retention rate, guys. Okay. Now, accessibility and inclusivity in AR and VR will take this after a short break. Let's have a break of 15 minutes, guys. Then we need to cover few concepts more, and at the end we'll take a look into the course and assignment. Till now, you all are with me. Clear? Any doubts? The concepts, the tool draft XR, all are clear? Yes. Pushpa says yes. Riya says yes. Others also, I feel it is clear to everyone. Perfect. With perfect. Thanks, guys. Thanks. So let's thanks, guys. Thanks. No worries, Rahul. You can go ahead with the recording. Till now, we have just covered draft XR demo, okay, and also few concepts related to AR and VR, like how the thing should be there while designing the AR environment. You can go through the recording and we'll cover more concepts after the break. So you can be with me, Rahul. Okay? Perfect. Guys, let's take a quick break of 15 minutes. We'll meet after 15-20 minutes and then we'll start. Okay? I'm launching a poll. I request everyone to please provide your valuable feedback. It is quite important for us, guys. Let's meet after 15 minutes. So, are we all back, guys? Perfect. Others? Give me a quick confirmation. Others? Are we all back? Srinivas says yes. Riya says yes. Rahul Khushbu says yes. Perfect. Hope everyone is back. And given the feedback, I'm quickly closing it and sharing the screen. 1 second. Perfect. Perfect. So let's start with accessibility and inclusivity in AR and VR. My screen is visible, everyone, and voice is clear. Perfect. Let's continue. So, what is the significance, guys, of accessibility and inclusivity in AR and VR design? Okay. So, basically, it goes beyond the technical requirement. Okay. They unlock the opportunities and responsibilities, such as first, wider audience reach. Obviously, if AR and VR experience is accessible, then people with physical disabilities or with some other issues, they can also get engaged with it and enjoy it, right? Second is ethical responsibility, means here we need to prioritize that it basically has a commitment. Okay, commitment of what? Commitment of fairness and equality in accessing the digital innovation, means ethically, and the legal is like it should be as per the WCAG standards. Okay, means it should be usable by each and everyone, including the people with disabilities. Okay, now for implementation, okay, so what happens basically, there are four key areas, okay, where accessibility focus. Okay, so the four key areas of accessibility focus are first visually, auditory, cognitive, and motor. Okay, now let's see. First, visual, means visual accessibility. So here you see users with visual impairment, okay, whether partial or total, should be able to engage with AR and VR content. Okay, what should be there? First, contrast, same thing like the earlier. So you see this area high contrast, this is low contrast, right? So here this is high contrast, and this is low contrast. So, for low vision or for weak eyes, contrast is the key. Now, here as the contrast came, few questions. Can anyone tell me what is the ratio? What is the ratio and the website which you should prefer while using the contrast? Quickly over the chat, guys. Ratio, we have covered this earlier also. Quick one, guys. You need to understand. You need to remember all this stuff. Okay, perfect. What is the website? What is the URL? URL quickly, guys. URL. Okay, and also our ma'am has given a link. Okay, and it is basically Google link. Please share your valuable feedback in that link. Okay, so it's web aim, right? I have multiple times told yes, web aim. Perfect, Ria. Very nice. It's web aim. Okay, let me delete. Simply go and it will come. Yes, web aim. Okay, and here if I go foreground and background, here you see this is the golden ratio. Now here if I go and reduce anything, it is reducing till 7.01 to 1, everything is passed. The moment I go and change this, it's fail. Okay, so 7 is the key. 7. Okay, 7 is to 1. Till now see, no, the moment is 7.01, pass fail, pass fail, pass fail. Okay, so this is there. 7 is to 1. Very, very, very good. Ria, very nice. The way Ria remembers, okay, I expect everyone to be very quick. Okay, don't expect interviewer to like wait, right? They will basically try to hear what he's or she's expecting from you within a certain time frame. You can't take much time, you can't go wrong. Okay, so all these things, important ratios, important laws, hits law, fits law, all these things. Okay, all the scenario, the way I have covered all the question throughout the cohort. Okay, you need to actually be present in front of the interviewer in the same way. Okay, I told earlier also, if someone, if interviewer say you, say, yeah, that's really a cool one. That's really a nice question. So here I would like to, so that time you are speaking something and something is going in your mind. You need to form a question. Okay, first thing. With the help of all the content, simply learn. Okay, prepare everything. The course content material is awesome. Prepare your notes, prepare all the bullet points which you wanted to cover, which you have to cover basically before any interview. Okay, make the pointers for L1 round, for L2 round, for design round, for technical round, everything, and prepare it. Just have a revision on it before appearing for this, before appearing for any round of interview. Okay, so it will give you a quick insight. For example, one of the question could be how you tackle the uh, conflict in the design. For example, you have designed something. Okay, I've given answers multiple times. You can go through the recording, and like if they ask you how you handle the conflict, how you do the error handling, all this stuff. Okay, so these basic questions plus all the concepts plus all the scenario which you think of, which is being taught to you in multiple sessions, prepare a note, place it somewhere, digitally, physically, whatever you feel. Okay, and have a revision, have a look on them, so that in and around question comes, you can quickly answer those questions. Is it clear to everyone? Perfect. Others, is it clear? Perfect. So, for example, yeah, very important, guys. Now the time has come, right? You should be very attentive. You should be at your toes, because now you got the concept. You have all the ideas. You have completed so many assignments. Now, uh, just simply go towards the portfolio use cases. Just bang and start your journey. So try to revise all the concept that is being taught to you. Okay, perfect. Now with that note, accessibility. So whenever the accessibility comes, the first thing that should come is related to visuals. Okay, related to visuals. And if I say visuals, then what could come? First is contrast, means color. Second is font size, means text to speech. Okay, it should say. And font size, sorry. So color, font size, and text to speech, right? So whenever someone asks you about accessibility, those two things will come in your mind first. That should come in your mind first. Color, use of color, and placement of text. That is the most accessible thing over any environment, any digital platform. Okay, how effectively you have managed the color and how effectively you have managed the font, means text basically. And also for sensory, like for audio and all this thing, narration should be there, means there should be text to speech. Something is there, person can, like visually impaired person can listen it. Okay, now subtitles, alerts, and vibrations, right? They can't see. So basically, or for visuals, we need to focus on colors, text. And for audio, means hearing, we should go for subtitles. Like they can at least see, they can't hear, but they can see, like someone is speaking like this and I can see. Okay, or something is happening, I can hear, sorry, if someone is speaking, I can uh, hear that, I can see that, right? And basically the visual alerts, okay, because they can't hear, like related to success, error, info, they can't hear, so they can see at least. So visual alerts and vibrations. Okay, because as they can't hear, okay, so what they can do, they can feel it. Okay, so if something is happening, some feelings and all this stuff. Okay, so that is very important for person with auditory accessibility. Okay, whatever is going on, there should be a caption, there should be a subtitle, throw like success, tick, error, cross, all these visual things. Okay, so these are for the auditory. Then motor, so voice controls, like with limited mobility, they can't go and do multiple stuffs, they have limited flexibility, they have limited locomotion. So at that one, what you need to do, you have to give voice command, right? Voice control. Also we need to think on input methods. We should allow users to remap buttons or gestures where they want. So what happens is, let's suppose issue with the fingers or issue with typing or Parkinson and all this stuff. Okay, so at that time they should at least speak, they should control the things with their different gestures. Okay, and also there should be a third party support, like controllers or switches. For example, if they can't type, they can't use the mouse, through joystick or something, they can basically use it. Then cognitive means person with cognitive impairments. What we can do is like we can have simple things because they are basically facing challenges related to focus, speed, right? Overall memory, all these things. So at that situation, the navigation, like there should be a clear path, very less distractions, okay, some tutorials for people like very old age people, right? They find difficulty in memorizing the thing, they can't focus. So at that time if it is simple, if it is having some tutorials, some prompts, okay, it is better for them. And also, as I told, the speed, there should be a settings, okay, through this one you can control multiple things. Okay, so accessibility and inclusivity challenges are complex interfaces, mobility constraints, cognitive overload, and sensory barriers. Okay, so like basically AR and VR interactions, they often require controllers, tracking. Okay, so it is difficult for some user to operate, and mobility constraints are also there. Okay, so like extended use of headphones or controllers may give a bad experience to the user. Okay, and this is with whom with limited mobility or strength. And if like lots of how to say, like if users with cognitive disabilities, if they may find basically the environment overwhelming or confusing. Okay, so at that time the accessibility is a key thing. And sensory means like visual impairments, okay, that can hinder the interactions basically. And also uh, hearing impairment, yeah, peoples may have restricted to access audio relevant experience, they can't listen that. So at that situation we need to think of cognitive accessibility, motor accessibility, auditory, and visual. So visual again, color, font, text to speech. Audio means subtitle, caption, multiple alerts, vibration. Motor means they should have a voice control, whatever the thing which is automatic. They can place the things or with some joystick or some controller switches they can use. And cognitive means like for old people, people having issues with focus and all these things. Simple thing, some tutorials, some guidance. Okay, they can have a setting so that people is following something in 1x, person with cognitive accessibility can listen that in 0.5x. Okay, so this is there. Now before going to principles to ensure accessibility and inclusive design, till now we are all clear. Simple theory, guys, I think it is clear to everyone. Is it clear? Perfect. Now what are the basically principles to ensure accessibility and inclusivity in design? Okay, so the foundation basically of all this lies in adopting the key design principles, and that is very simple. So first is equitable use, second is flexibility, and third is intuitive design. Okay, so what exactly is equitable? Equitable means it is basically accessible to all. So here, whenever someone asks you, as I told earlier also, if you have been charged or if you have been accounted with designing some screen, okay, so one question is related to user. Can anyone tell me what is that question? Let's suppose your manager told, hey, Rahul, you need to design an mobile application. Now, there is a question related to user that you should surely ask before starting that one. Can anyone tell me what is that question related to user? Quick one, guys. Think and let me know. What should be the question related to user? Can anyone tell me? Okay, let me reframe the question. Let's suppose I am design. You have been. Okay. Someone has your manager has called you and asked you to design. Ha, to design a fitness tracking app. Now tell me what will be your question related to user. Tell me that. Yes, perfect. Demography, very nice, Kushbu. And and apart from demography, demography is very important. Like in which environment, how they are going to use physical and mental wellness. There is a term, basically, very important term related to users. Target users. What? Tell me. Target users. Yes, target market. Perfect. Who are the target users? Okay. So it is very important to understand the target users. For fitness app, generally like related to gym and all this stuff, there is a target market, right? As mentioned by Ria, target users. Okay, like for example, Metro Mini app. Okay, so target users is mostly age between 25 to 35, right? That is the target user. Understand? So your brainstorming, your thinking should also be related to that. You will take consider of everything. Okay, but there's a target user, and I still remember I heard one application where there is a matrimony for the divorced. Okay, so they have particularly designed that taking all the consideration of divorced persons, right? So they are their target users. Is it clear to everyone? Now if someone asks you what will be the answer, guys, quickly type in the chat. Quickly. Okay, perfect, Riya. Others, is it clear? Nikita, Kushbu, Rahul, Pushpa, Hilda, Srinivas? Yes, yes. Okay, so target users, although you should think of designing for all the users, but there is a target user. Perfect. Pushpa, is it clear? Okay, I hope it is clear to everyone. Okay, now, so here, when principle of accessibility comes, like sorry, when we think of equitable use, right? Like the principles to ensure that accessibility and inclusivity is there in the design. So first is equitable use. So equitable use means we'll think of a way by which every person can use it. Obviously there will be a target user for certain apps and all this thing, but we there should be a way by which every person's having a disability also we should give an equivalent experience. For example, in the lift, okay, buttons are mostly placed at bottom, not very at height, so that person, a dwarf person, a person with short height can also use it. Second is flexibility. Obviously, customization, adaptation. Nowadays, with AI in place, flexibility is the key. Okay, means it there should be a customization option: dark mode, light mode, change of theme, change of setting, change of voice. So it gives an tailored experience. And third is simplicity. As I told, simple is the best. So you need to prioritize the simplicity, how easily user can use it, and ensure that designs are intuitive. Don't give lots of cognitive strain to the user. Don't put lots of information. Okay. Uh, how to say, two slides, one slide with ppt 1 and one slide with ppt 2. In the ppt 1, in the slide, just having one image, one small sentence. In the second slide, we have many images and many slides. Which one is easy to remember, one or two? The answer is one, right? Why? Because yes, one. Why? Because user cognitive strain is less. Okay, so try to crisp. If let's suppose you're designing, so mostly in b2b, so there are two type of application, either b2b or b2c, business to business, business to customer. Okay, so business to business mostly used by organizational people only, enterprise, for enterprise use. Okay, so at this one, at that in those kind of applications, there are lots and lots of datas, many content. Okay, so you need to think, let's suppose there is an instruction, and instruction is around 500 words long. So being a ux designer, your task is not just to place that, okay, make it beautiful. You need to also think in what simple terms I can make this understand to user. Let's suppose there are 12, 15, 20 columns in one table. So being a ux designer, you need to think how you can group it, okay, so that columns get reduced. Which one is not important, let it put in somewhere middle. What is important? For example, uh, think of customer number or customer id. So put customer id in the first column, freeze it. And there are certain actions, let's suppose edit is there, delete is there, or something is there, put at the end, fix it. And first column is fixed, last column is fixed, and in between that, in scrollable. Okay, so and in that one also group the columns which you feel like, okay, for example, date column is there, time column is there, combine them, so it will be 12 12 2024 8:33 a.m. Okay, so this is also in ux where you are actually reducing the cognitive load on the user. Clear, guys? This is clear. So target user is clear and this is clear, right? Perfect, 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 perfect. Now, let's move ahead. So, then we have perceptible information. So, here, what we will do is we will ensure information is accessible through sensory, like through visual, auditory, and all this stuff. Okay, and error, like the impact of accidental actions. Okay, so basically, what it does, it offers an intuitive way for user to recover or undo their mistake. Right, one of the principle, or you can say one of the point in LNG group accelerated design, right? Diagnose, recover from the error. And last is low physical effort. Means here we should minimize the physical effort, right? So that users feel fine, users feel stress free. There is a less challenge and fatigue. Okay, I think it is clear to everyone. With that note, let's have a quick check, guys. A person with a disability, is exploring AR furniture app. Okay, so AR furniture app. He has a mobile application. In that one, AR feature is there, and he is exploring that. Okay, but now what is the challenge he is facing? But the challenge he is facing is that to place a virtual furniture in their room. Okay, so he is basically finding it challenging to place virtual furniture in their room. So they abandon the task after multiple failed attempt. Okay, what is the best way the app can support the user in successfully placing the virtual furniture, right? So basically, a disabled person is there. He is facing challenge in placing the virtual furniture. After multiple attempt, he quit. So what app can do? First, provide a step-by-step tutorial with visual and audio prompts. Second, automatically place the furniture. Third, simplify the interface for beginner. Fourth, offer recommendation for furniture placement to enhance user confidence. Which one? A, B, C, D. I think question is clear. Ria says A. Others? Kushbu says A. Others? Bharat also says A. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Yes. So the correct answer is A. So why? Because user is struggling with the task. Okay, not with the entire environment. So here, what we can do is we can give them the guidance and assistance. And how, as it is an what that disabled person, so we should that app should give basically a clear visual and audio instructions so that they can successfully place the virtual furniture. Okay, now we'll have a case study, guys. So here what we will do is we will evaluate usability and engagement in Oculus Quill. Okay, so case study. Now, first, can anyone tell me what is Oculus Quill? Quill, whatever it is. Oculus Quill. One second, guys. Can anyone tell me? Okay. What is Oculus Quill? VR tool. Yes. So basically, no worries, no worries, no worries. No worries, no worries, no worries, Ria. That's okay. So yeah, so it is basically a VR tool. So basically, Oculus Tool is a VR-based design tool. Okay, and for what it is used? It is used for creative professionals, and they use it for sketch, paint, and animate, where within a 3D virtual environment. Okay, so it is basically a VR-based design tool being used by professionals to sketch, paint, and animate, where within a 3D environment. Okay, so its success basically relies on three critical factors. Okay, what are those factors? So those factors are basically first performance, they same thing, how immersive experience it is giving, and whether it is usable or not. Okay, means it should be smooth in real time, responsive. If I am doing something, it should immediately render. Okay. Second, whether the navigation is user friendly or not. Okay, whether the tools are streamlined with the creative processor or not. Okay, and also it is giving me a realistic brush or some fluid animation, or if some transition I am doing, so it should feel like a real one. Okay, so this tool basically caters to professionals who demand efficiency and precision. Okay, and basically it is helpful in creating high quality visual content, guys. Okay, this is Oculus Fuel. Okay, now let's have a problem. So Oculus basically aimed to optimize. So what Oculus basically aimed? Oculus basically aimed to optimize performance. So Oculus has to optimize the performance and enhance user comfort. Okay, so two things they aimed. First, they need to optimize the performance. Second, enhance the user comfort. Where? In the VR application. Okay, so Oculus came with a problem statement like they actually aim to optimize performance and user comfort in VR application. So to achieve that, they have decided to conduct an evaluation. Okay, so they have decided to conduct an evaluation on the following area. What are those areas? First, rendering performance. So in rendering performance, basically the same thing. You must have seen long ago, I think a few years ago, maybe 7 8 years ago, when we were applying some, I still remember, I think in Photoshop CS 5 or 6, I suppose, if I used to create something with certain brushes. Okay, so at that time there are multiple, I mean, and now also there are multiple brushes. So at that time I used to create something, something used by these brushes. So after giving that instruction, after applying something, okay, it says Photoshop is rendering, means basically it is working. Okay, so here what happens is there should be a smooth frame rate, low latency, right? So across multiple devices it should work. There should be smoothness. If I'm drawing something, if I'm designing something, okay, it should be in real time. There should not be a lag. Then the usability of 3D interactions, like how intuitive it is, whether there is much error or not, how efficient it is. Okay, so in terms of usability, means it should be quickly usable. I should not feel like, hey, I need to go and doing something, I need to find out something. It should be simple, intuitive. By seeing that one, I should go. For example, in games and all, you must have seen, right? The weapons and all this thing is easily accessible, easily usable. There should not be too much of tricks and all this thing. So it gives you a bad user experience. Okay, the immersive experience of the user will get lost. Okay, so it should be simple and usable. And third is, uh, despite of having usability good and in real time, the comfort should be there, means physical comfort. There should not be much of motion sickness, right? So it gives a long term user satisfaction. Okay, so the case study is for Oculus Skill is they aim to optimize performance and user comfort. So performance also and comfort also they wanted to optimize. So to achieve this, they basically try to evaluate on particular areas. First, rendering, usability, user comfort. Okay, these three things. Now, what is the approach that they have taken? So first, they have taken usability testing, system, the analysis of system, what user is saying about it, and whether like there's some strain or all this stuff. Okay, so let's go through each of them one by one. So first, for usability, the same thing, they conducted 50 participants. Okay, so that is professional also and beginners also, and observed how they navigated. They use the tools, what was the completion rate, what is the time taken in that one, and through this one they actually monitored the usability. Then system, whether there is a latency, there is a delay, response was okay or not, okay, if multiple instructions was given to the system, whether it was fluent or not, whether it was robust or not, all this they have checked through system analytics. Then they have gathered qualitative feedback, okay, like how the tool was, whether it was comfortable, intuitiveness, whether you were able to complete the task on time. And also they used eye tracking and heart rate sensors, one of the technology by which you can detect the strain and stress levels during the use. Okay, so this is the approach they have taken. Now after taking this one and working on that one, they got some fantastic results. Okay, so the results are like task completion rate. Okay, first, yeah, so first, what they see is the uh, 85% of users successfully completed task. Okay, 85% of users, although beginners found advanced features less intuitive, but the the success rate was increased. Okay, so task completion rate was drastically improved. So this is the best way, guys, right? What you can do is you can quickly have a user feedback, and based upon this you can work on it and you can increase the completion rate. Then learning curve. Okay, so professionals adapted within 30 minutes, while beginners they required an average of 90 minutes to feel comfortable within the tool, as they are beginners, but slowly they will also get adapted to this. And error rate. Okay, so error rate, like common errors like accidental overwriting of layers or something. Okay, all these things were actually addressed over there. Okay, and also the time spent, okay, was around 1.5 to 2 hours per session, whereas casual users typically engage for 45 minutes. Okay, so these are the result of the evaluation on this one. Simple thing. Apart from this, also what happened is the usage rate. Okay, so beginners basically utilize the basic tool, while professionals they went for advanced features. Okay, and also related to frame rate. Okay, so real time rendering, it maintained at 90 frame per second. And if that is there, means if 90 fps is there, that is frame per second, then obviously the interactions will be smooth even in the complex scenarios. So if per second 90 frame is being the frequency is, then it is like there is no latency. And average latency remained at 20 millisecond. So due to this, it was suitable for VR creation tools. And compatibility also. So like whether it is an older VR headset, whatever it is, okay. So what happened is multiple device it was compatible, guys. Okay. So this is the total outcome. Now based on the result, we'll also see the strength and challenges. Okay, so strength is smooth performance with consistent frame rate, means frame rate was 90 fps. Okay, due to this the complex task was also very fun to the user. Second, obviously the engagement was totally immersive, right? There was a long session duration. So if user don't want to come out of it, means they are actually liking it. They are actually involving in that one. Okay, so they are basically immersed in that one. And also it is robust, right? Because it is quite good for the experienced user, quite compatible with multiple devices. And there are few challenges, like for beginners. Okay, the learning curve is a bit steeper due to the complexity of advanced features, but with certain users they will also get used to it. Then controller sensitivity led to frequent unintentional actions for some users. Means these are the few challenges, and also ergonomics, like for wrist fatigue and all this stuff. There are few challenges that they have measured, but apart like besides observing these challenges, there are certain strength also, and based upon this strength, basically this usability testing was successful for them. Okay, now based upon the identified strength and challenges, what Quill did, Quill basically implemented targeted solutions. Okay, to enhance what? To enhance usability, address user concern, and improve the overall experience. Okay, so here uh, they have done the evaluation. They have first uh, thought of renderness, usability, comfort. They have approached on usability, overall system, user survey, like what user is saying, and their eye tracking and heart rate. Based upon that, they got the results on task completion rate, learning curve, how they are adapting the system, error rate, like common errors, time on task, all this thing. Okay, session duration, how long they took related to certain feature, what was the frame rate, real time or not, and whether device was compatible to other device or not. Okay, based upon that, they got some strength and they got some challenges. Now what they are doing is they are basically implementing, basically they have implemented already, okay, certain target solutions. Okay, so what are the thing? Those things are basically, first, tutorial for beginner. As beginner was taking, you see, beginners required an average of 90 minutes to feel comfortable within the tool. Learning curve. So what they have done here, advanced options are hidden until users gain confidence with basic tools. Simple, right? So they have given basic uses, basic options. Okay, so that is known as user based login. Okay, so nowadays what happens is in many dashboards and all, okay, so let's suppose in the same application is being used by designer also, developer also, project manager also, CEO also. Okay, so interface shows screens or options based upon the login. Okay, it's not common or general for everyone. Okay, so whatever suits that person, basically interface shows that only. And how basically interface gets that? Based upon the login. So here itself, in the login itself, okay, the based upon the expertise level, they can hide the options till the time they got the confidence. And calibration, like what they have done is, this basically helps fine tune the controller response, like during the setup or whatever is there in the interaction that is there. And to support the wrist, what they have done is they have given wrist support accessories and brake reminders. So what it does is it basically help reduce the strain and improve the comfort during the extended use. After on a long use, on a long thing, there should not be something by which they feel strain. If physical issue is there, maybe dizziness, motion sickness, some pain and all, it is not going to be used a lot. Okay, so with that note, what they have done is Oculus Dual. They have implemented all this stuff, and they have increased the user experience over there. Simple case study, guys. I think it is clear to anyone, clear to everyone. Any doubts? Any doubts, anyone? Till now, we all are clear. Any doubts? Perfect. Pushpa, Rahul, Nikita. Rahul says yes. Nikita says yes. Others? These theory, whatever we have covered related to WCAG, contrast, hearing, voice, visuals, I think you got the idea. If yes, then we'll move to the course and assignment. Is it clear to everyone? Shall we move to course and assignment, guys? Ria says yes. And our LSM Supita ma'am has shared the link. I request every one of you to please provide your valuable feedback. It is very, very important for us. Through this feedback, we get to know where we are, how we are performing, and accordingly, we can do the changes if needed. Okay? Perfect. Okay, so that 7 days is the timeline, Nikita. Okay, for an extension, the same thing for extension, you can reach out to LSM or you can create a chat support ticket. Is it clear? Okay, perfect. Now, so this is Oculus Q. So here, what you can do is you can also go ahead once you create something using the spline and all this thing, you can go ahead and you can check all this stuff, guys. Okay, now with that note, let's move to course and assignment. Let me open Symbian. Okay, so once you come here, as you know, hope you guys are giving this test also, right? Yes, no, this tests. Okay, Nikita, no worries. Yeah, yeah. The capstone project, Anubhav, capstone project is the last project. Okay, where there are four this projects given to you, and you need to choose at least one. It is important to get the certifications also. Perfect, Nikita. Got it, Anubhav? Yeah. Don't worry about the caption project also. We have covered all the content. You'll be able to successfully complete the caption project also. We have two classes dedicated for that only. Any doubts, anything, I'll be there to help you out. Okay? Minimum you need to complete one. Priyank, generally 7 days is there after the last class of that module. You can seek extension. Yeah, you can seek extension if needed by requesting to LSM or maybe connecting with chat support over the portal. Perfect. Perfect. Guys, please take this text. These are the quick tests to analyze yourself that how much you have gained in terms of concepts. Okay, now here this is the course and project. So what you need to do is basically, you see, let me first download the complete problem statement here. Okay, so you see here, this what is the overview, guys? The overview is this project aims to transform ABC's Inc.'s existing website by integrating advanced technologies such as AR, VR, and 3D modeling. Okay, so first thing is there, it is website. Note that. Then the goal is to create a visually immersive, okay, interactive, and user friendly platform So the goal is to create using this AR VR. Okay, and by doing this, what they will do, they will enhance the user engagement and drives higher booking. Okay, now scenario. So scenario is ABC Inc. is a local car booking service provider. Okay. So ABC Inc. is a car booking service provider. Means on the website basically people book the cars. Okay. So currently they operates a website that allows user to book car, SUVs and buses. Okay, they can book SUVs and buses also. So they can book cars, SUVs and buses. So this is one website which allows user to book cars, SUVs, and buses. Okay. However, now this is the problem. The website lacks the interactive and immersive feature. Okay. So interactive and immersive feature is not there. And why this is a problem? Because the modern user expects it, right? So every modern user expects these minimum things on the website. Okay. So analytics means they have done some user research, and based upon this, analytics says high bounce rate means user doesn't complete the task. They quit in between. And feedback indicates that users are not engaged. Yeah, obviously, user is not engaged. That's why they quit in between the task. They don't complete. Means they come here, they see, but they don't book. That's why it has high bounce rate. And why it has high bounce rate? Because user is not engaged. And why user is not engaged? Because the UI is static and cluttered. Just now I told, okay, one slide, one image, one line. Second slide, multiple image, many line. Cognitive strain is more in slide 2. Means cluttered design is not at all acceptable. You need to organize the design. If content is also more, you need to organize the design. Now, as competition grows, and user expectation changes. Okay, ABC Inc. seeks to improve its website. Okay, so through competition, ABC Inc. now wanted to improve the website. How? By incorporating the advanced feature, and that will streamline the car booking process, making it more visually immersive, engaging, all this thing. Okay, so what is the task? Task is ABC's current website fails to meet modern user satisfaction due to lack of intuitive features or design elements. So, to overcome these challenges, the project now what you have to do, okay? The project will focus on implementing advanced technologies and design methodologies. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to basically use Unite AR, that elephant. Okay, remember Unite AR. Then you need to use Shape XR. Okay, we have used Shape XR also. Okay, so you need to first design in Figma, then you need to carry to the Shape XR. Also, you need to use Spline, that 3D thing. Okay, for virtual showroom experience. And at the end, you need to use Draft XR for prototyping. Okay, so that users feel immersive exploration. So in this assignment, all the four that was there in the this module, all the four will be used, guys. So you need to use Unite AR also. Figma plus Shape XR also means, you can go through the recording. You need to first design the Figma, import in the Shape XR, and also you need to use Spline for certain 3D. We have taken the car only, so that will be an advantage to you. So use Spline for creating an AR prototype and VR with draft XR for fully immersive exploration. Okay, now what the result is being expected from this assignment? First, this project basically results showcase a comprehensive transformation, okay, of what? Of ABC's website into an immersive and user-friendly platform. Okay, each deliverables contributes a creating seamless experience. So altogether, basically, you should have all this. First, AR feature with that Unite AR. Then special UI dashboard means first you need to design in Figma, import that into Shape XR, see in the 3D environment. AI prototypes means uh, using the spline 3D mode that we have designed, and at the end, and very important, VR with draft XR for fully immersive experience. And at the end, you can write like what was the usability earlier, and after implementing this, uh, what was the outcome, like what was the usability. So you can test that with your friends, with your family members, and you can take that, you can simply write it. Okay, or maybe you can create one type form, you can send that, and you can take a this thing feedback on that. For example, first question will be experience this website, this is the link, they will click, they will experience, and they will provide all that, something like this. Or maybe verbally you can go, but you need to create a small testing result. This is clear before I go to solution. No, it's not an ABC Inc. ABC Hilda, it's not an actual company. Type form will be okay, type form will be okay, Hilda. Okay, it's clear, Hilda? All together so you have implemented using all these four tools. What was the issues earlier? What was the experience of users earlier, and now what is the experience? Yes, is it clear, Hilda? Yeah, I'll unmute you first. Let me go to the solution, then I'll unmute you. Okay, is that okay, Hilda? Others also, problem statement is clear to everyone? Now I'll tell, don't worry, I'll tell you. Okay, now first you need to design a modern car booking experience using AR VR. Okay, so you need to take it simply. First, what is the issue? The issue is it looks old, no interaction, users get bored. Okay, hard to visualize cars. So what you need to do is first create three simple screens like car homepage, detail page. In homepage there are multiple cars. Okay, click on any car, go to the detail page, and there create one booking page. Okay, here what you need to do is add big car image, simple button, and clean design. Okay, so wherever you are like whatever you are designing, okay, image, highlight the image, make the button simple, and make use the clean design. Okay, here what you need to do, create that in Figma that you all know, import that into the shape XR, and take that screenshot. Okay, after this one, what you need to do is create one 3D car in spline. Okay, so user can see the car from all the angles, means the way I have created. So take that one also, any card which is there in your website. Okay, take that card, okay, put it in the spline, search, and the way I we have done the demo. Okay, I have done the demo in the same way. Create a simple 3D card view, and also a simple AR demo for Unite AR. Okay, that image, when once user scan, you need to prepare that, that should come, so user can place the car in the real world through this one. So here Unite AR is there, spline is there, shape XR is there, and at the end use draft XR. Okay, so here through draft XR create a prototype like screen 1, screen 2, screen 3. Click here, goes here. Click here, goes here. So user can explore a virtual car showroom. Are you getting? So you have used one card, okay, and in showroom they show all the stuffs, okay, so you can actually create that virtual the way I have created, okay. Pikachu was there, Hulk was there, and Iron Man was there, okay. In the same way you can create a virtual car showroom. So at the end you just need Figma screens, 3D car demo, demo as in that entire screenshot, VR screenshot, AR screenshot, and a simple usability feedback. Okay, that's it. So I'll again repeat, no issues in that one. Take three simple pages: home page, detail page, and booking page. In that one, make the car big, means product big, make simple buttons, clean design. Don't go for very complex design. Okay, design it with Figma, import into Shape XR, and keep it ready. Once that is done, go to the spline, take a 3D car view so that users can see. Means you can upload that one and through Unite AR on certain images. If I go and scan through the mobile, means through the Unite AR, I'll be able to see that augmented reality, and at the end the entire showroom should be there virtually. Like you can place some cars. On click of this I can go ahead and see the accessories. On click of this I can go and see the rooftop, all these things. So final, the Figma screens, Figma link, all the tool screenshot, some URLs. For example, draft XR, you have URL, right? View in browser, all this URL, collect all this URL, including Figma proto link, press all the screenshot, and complete the assignment. This is all you need to do, including the usability feedback. A simple one is also okay with Typeform. Okay, if Maze tool is there, well and good. Otherwise, go ahead with the simple usability feedback. Now, with that note, this forum is open for Q&A. Okay, I'll unmute or you can type your questions here. Okay, car booking is new car booking or like Uber. AB sayings, any website. Think of a website. Okay, Hilda? Let me first unmute Hilda. I think it is clear to everyone. We have taken demo guys 2 classes. I think you'll be able to complete it. Yeah, Hilda.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I have a lot of questions. So number one, we need to prepare a website, not an app.
Yes.
It's a website. So it's a new car booking, like purchasing Maruti car or something, or it's like Uber booking.
Like somewhat. So it's basically a website, ABC Inc. website, where users can book cars, SUVs, and buses.
Okay, like Red Bus and like Make My
Any
Trip, like that.
like all together, everything user can book. SUV also, car also, a bus also.
Okay. And
Okay.
another thing is like you have shown us like 1 second. Enough, get down. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Yeah, the Unite AR you showed separately. There was the link in the website of Unite AR. And
Mhm.
another one for the spline, you showed from the spline we can download it and it can be used in Figma and can be in Draft XR. So my
Mhm.
question is, Unite AR you showed separately. It was
Mhm.
not part of, it was not in Figma, you know.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
my question over here is how we will bring all the four things like spline, Figma, and Draft XR is okay because you showed it today how to use it.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
having Unite XR, for example, in
Mhm.
Figma, we are preparing this website. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so if I have to create a virtual thing, augmented reality in
Mm-hmm.
Unite AR, so
Mm-hmm.
how would I use that Unite AR link in my Figma link?
Okay.
Can it be
Okay.
done, or it should?
Okay. So I'll again reiterate, no worries. So first and foremost, design three screens or whatever screens you want to design in Figma. Import that into Shape XR. That one part is done. Now, whatever the car image that you are using, okay, in your product page, there will be multiple cars, right? Take that car, any car, and put that into Unite Air. You need a target image for Unite Air, correct? Through that target image, generate a QR code. By scanning that QR code, any user able able to see a car in the real world, okay, in the physical device. So take one car product, multiple you can go, but at least take one car product and show how you can create through Unite AI. Okay, then for a spline, I can use QR code in Figma website. You can use no worries in that one, you can use. So basically, for a spline, unit here, yes. So for a spline, what you will do is you can create a 3D one. For example, again, you can take one car image from your product page, okay, and how the same thing will look like in a 3D environment, the way I showed you the Mahindra 3XO. Okay, so here it is a bunch of multiple tasks here in this one. Okay, so you need to create websites first in Figma, go to Shape XR, the entire thing I'll see in the 3D environment. This is one part. Second part, take any of the car image, choose Unite AR to have a augmented reality. Same thing, go for 3D in spline, and the entire same car can be used as a PNG image, and you can create all together VR environment where on click of, let's suppose, rooftop or maybe doors or maybe accessories, you can give buttons like accessories and all these things. Click there and it will open another thing where you can showcase all the accessories. Okay, so that this is all you need to perform here. Hilda, one second, let me unmute. Is it
Thank
clear,
you.
Hilda, now?
Yes, somewhat. Yes.
Yes. So once you start, you will get to know how you need to do. But here, basically, all the tools will be used. Okay, and it is given so that you get bit of hands on. Being a UX designer, you should have a basic understanding of all these tools. No need to go in very deep like Figma, but at least you should know all the basic details. If someone asks you, you are able to answer. You should use these tools. Okay, so gets hands on all these tools, and it will be beneficial for you in some other way in your career, but you should have knowledge of all these tools also. That's why it's been given so that you can have a hands-on on all this. Okay, I'll take other questions. I hope, Hilda, I'm clear.
Yes. So how many days do we have to submit it?
It is like the same 7 days, but
Okay.
if you need extension, you can reach out to our success manager.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, welcome. So I think, Hilda, you are also clear, right? Yeah, Unite AR is better. You can go ahead and create that. Yeah, perfect. Create that scanner. And also, I request everyone to please, please, please provide your valuable feedback. It is quite important for us. Any other doubts, anyone? And this, I have already shared the Figma slides link for module 7. I have updated the same, I have updated the content in same slide. So once you open the link again, Figma slide link again, okay, you'll be able to see today's class information over there. Okay, go ahead and see step by step how you need to perform. But you need to use all the four tools, okay, plus Figma frames means Figma designs plus usability through Typeform or Maze is better. Sure, Ria, you can reach out to me over Slack anytime. Others also. Feel free to reach out to me over Slack for any issues, any doubts. Anytime, Ria. We are most welcome. Okay, guys, we all are clear. Okay, you are with me. With that note, we are done with the module 7 today. Now we will go to the final module, that is capstone project. One of the important thing. Okay, so tomorrow there is no class. Okay, because today we have completed this module, and here you see now move to continue learning here. So that is UI UX capstone project. Okay, so if you get some time, see these projects also. These are the again projects. So right now, if you have completed all the previous assignments and unlocked the individual certificates, now you have 5 more assignments at least to complete. Sorry, 2 more assignments at least to complete. One with module 7 and one with module 8. So one is mandatory here. You can go for 2 or 3 or 4 also, but one is mandatory to unlock the capstone project certificate. Okay, guys, I think it is clear to everyone. Take a look into this. I'll be there. We have 2 classes specially for these projects only. I'll be guiding you what you need to do, how you need to do, and how you can go ahead about it. Okay, but first, quickly complete the AR and VR assignment. If you are with some other older assignments also, complete them also, unlock the individual certificate, complete every test, everything, jump to capstone project and put this in your portfolio. It will be a big movement in your portfolio, guys. Okay, with that note, I think I am clear. Any questions, anyone? Perfect. Thanks. Welcome, Nikita. Others, all good? If yes, you can type in yes, then I'll close the call. Ria says yes. 7 days from the last day of class. Okay, Hilda? Perfect. Okay. With that note, guys, we are done for the day. I hope you all liked the session. Please provide your valuable feedback through the links shared by our LSM, Shupita ma'am. And also keep practicing it. For any doubt or query, don't hesitate. Quickly ping me over Slack. I'll try to respond as soon as possible. And also keep practicing UX and revising, because now is the time to apply all the theories, all the tool knowledge into the capstone project. So please make sure to do the revision and keep practicing UX. Have a happy weekend, guys. There are no classes for tomorrow, so take this time to complete the assignments, complete the projects, and revise the UX terminologies and concepts. Thanks, everyone. With that note, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you for the wonderful session, sir. And thank you everyone for joining and participating. So you will find a feedback survey link in the chat. Your input is highly valuable to us. So please take a moment to provide your feedback. If you like the session, please rate us 5. For anything less than 5, please share your comments. It will help us to understand what went wrong. Thank you all. Take care.
Thanks, everyone. Have a nice day. Thanks, all. Thank you. Happy weekend.